Imagine a life where your mind is your greatest asset. A life where every thought, every decision, and every action is fueled by knowledge and self-awareness. This isn't just a dream. This is what intellectual and psychological growth can offer you. In this video, you're about to embark on a transformational journey, a journey that will sharpen your intellect, expand your perspectives, and elevate your psychological resilience. You might be wondering, why is growth so important? The truth is, in a world that's constantly evolving, staying stagnant is the biggest risk you can take. Your ability to think critically, adapt, and overcome challenges determines the quality of your life. Throughout this video, you'll learn powerful concepts that will revolutionize the way you see the world. From deep intellectual insights to psychological strategies that will rewire your mindset for success, we'll cover it all. So, are you ready? Buckle up, because what you're about to learn can change your life forever. Let's begin. Have you ever stopped to wonder why most people don't think deeply? In our fast-paced world, we're constantly bombarded with information. Social media, news, and endless notifications keep our minds occupied but not engaged. This overload prevents us from pausing and reflecting. Deep thinking is rare because it requires effort, patience, and solitude, things that modern life discourages. But what if I told you that deep thinking has the power to reshape your reality? Imagine being able to analyze situations more effectively, make better decisions, and truly understand yourself. Deep thinkers don't just react to life, they shape it. They question assumptions, seek knowledge, and explore ideas that others overlook. This ability sets extraordinary minds apart from the rest. So how can you develop deep thinking skills? Here are 3 powerful exercises. Solitude sessions. Set aside 30 minutes every day to sit in silence. No phone, no distractions. Just you and your thoughts. Let your mind wander, explore ideas, and challenge your beliefs. The 5 Whys Method. When faced with a problem or decision, ask yourself why 5 times. Each answer should lead to a deeper understanding of the issue. This method helps uncover the root cause of your thoughts and actions. Mind mapping. Take a blank sheet of paper and write down a central idea. Then, create branches with related thoughts, questions, and concepts. This visual exercise strengthens your ability to connect ideas and think critically. Deep thinking is a skill, and like any skill, it can be developed with practice. The more you engage your mind, the sharper it becomes. So, start today. Challenge yourself to think deeper, question more, and unlock the full potential of your mind. Emotions shape our decisions often more than we realize. Whether we're aware of it or not, our feelings influence how we think, react, and interact with others. But what if you could master your emotions instead of letting them control you? That's where emotional intelligence comes in. Emotional intelligence is the ability to understand, manage, and harness your emotions in a way that benefits both you and those around you. It's a key factor in personal growth, leadership, and mental well-being. Studies show that people with high emotional intelligence are more successful in relationships, careers, and life overall. The role of emotions in decision-making. Every decision we make is driven by emotion, even when we think we're being logical. Fear can hold us back from taking risks. Anger can cloud our judgment. Joy can lead to impulsive choices. But when we recognize how emotions influence us, we can make better decisions. For example, before making an important choice, pause and ask yourself, what emotion am I feeling right now? Is this emotion helping or hurting my decision? If I were feeling differently, would I make the same choice? By acknowledging your emotions, you create space for logic and reason to guide you. How to develop emotional resilience. Life is full of ups and downs, but emotionally resilient people can navigate challenges without breaking down. The key is to train your mind to handle setbacks with strength and adaptability. Here's how. Reframe challenges. Instead of seeing obstacles as failures, view them as opportunities to grow. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this situation? Practice mindfulness. Stay present and aware of your emotions without letting them overpower you. Meditation and deep breathing can help. Develop a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who uplift and encourage you, rather than those who drain your energy. Build self-compassion. Be kind to yourself. Recognize that mistakes are part of learning and growing. Techniques for emotional self-regulation. Mastering emotional intelligence isn't about suppressing your emotions. It's about managing them effectively. Here are some practical techniques. The 6-second rule. When you feel an intense emotion, pause for 6 seconds before reacting. This short delay allows your rational mind to take control. Label your emotions. Instead of saying, "I feel bad," be specific. "I feel frustrated because of this situation." Naming your emotions helps you process them. Use positive self-talk. Replace negative thoughts with empowering statements. Instead of, "I can't handle this," say, "I will figure this out." Engage in physical activity. Exercise releases tension and helps regulate emotions naturally. Emotional intelligence is not a fixed trait. It's a skill that can be developed over time. By becoming aware of your emotions, building resilience, and practicing self-regulation, you'll gain control over your life in ways you never imagined. Now, let's move on to the next chapter, where we'll explore another powerful tool for intellectual and psychological growth. What if everything you believed was just an assumption? What if questioning the world around you could unlock deeper intelligence and wisdom? Curiosity is the fuel of intelligence. The most brilliant minds in history, scientists, philosophers, and innovators had one thing in common: they questioned everything. They refused to accept things at face value and instead sought deeper understanding. When you embrace curiosity, you break free from autopilot thinking. You move beyond the surface and start uncovering hidden truths that others overlook. Curiosity is like a mental workout. It strengthens your brain, expands your perspective, and enhances problem-solving skills. When you ask questions, your brain actively seeks answers, making connections and forming new ideas. Think about it. The more questions you ask, the more knowledge you gain. The more knowledge you gain, the more intelligently you can navigate life. This is why curious people often achieve more. They never stop learning. So, start asking, why do I believe what I believe? What if the opposite were true? Is there another way to see this? These questions lead to new insights and breakthroughs. The Socratic method and critical thinking. One of the most powerful ways to sharpen your thinking is the Socratic method, a questioning technique used by the ancient philosopher Socrates. Instead of accepting something as true, he would ask a series of deep questions to challenge assumptions. Here's how you can apply it in daily life. Ask why multiple times. Don't stop at the first answer. Dig deeper. Challenge general statements. If someone says, "This is just how things are," ask, "Who decided that?" Demand evidence. Instead of accepting claims, ask, "What proof do we have?" This method helps you break free from biases, think logically, and see beyond surface-level truths. Many beliefs are passed down without question. Society tells us what to do, what to believe, and how to live. But history shows that those who challenge the norm, thinkers like Einstein, Da Vinci, and Steve Jobs, are the ones who drive progress. To challenge conventional wisdom, ask yourself, is this belief based on evidence or tradition? Who benefits from this idea being accepted? What if I explored a completely different approach? By questioning what others take for granted, you open doors to new possibilities, creative solutions, and deeper wisdom. Questioning everything doesn't mean rejecting everything. It means thinking for yourself, seeking truth, and making informed choices. In the next chapter, we'll explore another essential key to intellectual and psychological growth. Stay tuned. Did you know that your brain tricks you every day without you even realizing it? From the decisions you make to the way you see the world, cognitive biases shape your thinking, often leading you astray. But what if you could break free from these mental traps and become a truly rational thinker? In this chapter, we'll explore the most common cognitive biases that limit your thinking, how to recognize and eliminate them. The path to becoming a rational decision maker. Your brain is wired for efficiency, not accuracy. It takes shortcuts to process information quickly, but these shortcuts often lead to errors in judgment. Here are some of the most common cognitive biases. We seek information that confirms what we already believe and ignore anything that contradicts it. This keeps us trapped in mental bubbles where we only see what we want to see. We judge situations based on the most recent or memorable information. For example, if we hear about a plane crash, we might believe flying is dangerous, even though statistics prove it's one of the safest modes of travel. We assume that if someone is good at one thing, they must be good at everything. This is why charismatic speakers are often trusted, even if they lack expertise. We fear losing more than we value gaining. This is why people hold on to bad investments or stay in toxic relationships because they don't want to waste what they've already put in. These biases shape our perceptions, choices, and even our happiness, often without us noticing. The first step to overcoming bias is awareness. You can't fix what you don't see. Here's how to challenge your thinking. Biases thrive in fast thinking. When faced with an important choice, pause and ask yourself, am I relying on emotion or logic? What if I considered the opposite viewpoint? What facts support this belief? If you always read the same news, talk to the same people, and consume the same ideas, your biases get stronger. Challenge yourself to listen to opposing viewpoints. It strengthens critical thinking. Instead of relying on gut feelings, ask, what do the numbers say? Facts and evidence are powerful tools against bias. Rational thinking isn't about eliminating emotion. It's about balancing it with reason. To develop clear, unbiased thinking, follow these steps. Ask, why do I believe this? Wondered. Don't accept your first instinct. Dig deeper. Practice intellectual humility. Be open to being wrong. The smartest people constantly reevaluate their beliefs. Seek out uncomfortable truths. Growth happens when you challenge. Not just the world, but yourself. Your brain is powerful, but it can also deceive you. By recognizing cognitive biases, you take control of your mind, making sharper, smarter decisions. In the next chapter, we'll dive into another crucial key to intellectual and psychological growth. Stay tuned. Life is unpredictable. Pain, loss, and setbacks are inevitable. But what if you could develop a mindset so strong that no external event could shake you? This is the power of Stoicism, a philosophy that has guided some of history's greatest minds, from Marcus Aurelius to Nelson Mandela. In this chapter, we'll explore key Stoic principles for modern life. How to develop an unshakable mindset. Simple exercises for daily Stoic practice. At its core, Stoicism teaches one powerful truth. You cannot control the world, but you can control how you respond to it. Let's break down some of its most powerful principles. The Stoics believed that suffering often comes from worrying about things outside our control, like what people think of us, past mistakes, or unexpected challenges. Instead of wasting energy on these, focus on what you can control: your thoughts, your actions, your reactions. The way you interpret events determines your emotions. If someone insults you, you have two choices: feel offended and react emotionally. See it as a reflection of them, not you, and stay calm. By choosing your perspective, you take control of your mental state. Stoics trained themselves to face challenges with strength, They practiced voluntary discomfort, like taking cold showers or fasting, to build resilience, negative visualization, imagining worst-case scenarios to reduce fear and anxiety. The goal? To become so mentally strong that no hardship can break you. A Stoic mindset isn't about being emotionless. It's about mastering emotions instead of being controlled by them. Here's how. When emotions rise, take a deep breath. Ask yourself, is this worth my energy? Will this matter in a year? What would a wise person do? Instead of resisting difficulties, embrace them as tests that make you stronger. Work hard, but don't obsess over results. Focus on the process, not the reward. You can start living like a Stoic today with these simple exercises. Morning reflection. Every morning ask yourself, what challenges might I face today? How can I respond with wisdom and patience? Evening review. At night, reflect. What did I do well today? Where could I have been more stoic? Occasionally, deny yourself small comforts like skipping a meal or sleeping without a pillow to build resilience. Imagine yourself from a higher perspective. Your problems seem huge now, but will they still matter in a year? Stoicism isn't just a philosophy. It's a way of life that builds inner peace, resilience, and mental strength. By mastering these principles, you'll develop a mindset that nothing can shake. In the next chapter, we'll explore another powerful tool for intellectual and psychological growth. Stay tuned. What separates successful people from those who struggle their entire lives? Is it luck, intelligence, talent? The answer is none of the above. The key to success isn't in what you have, it's in how you think. In this chapter, we'll explore growth versus fixed mindset, how failures are stepping stones to mastery, the role of persistence in success. If you want to break free from limitations, keep listening, because this could change everything. Have you ever heard someone say, "I'm just not good at this. I'll never be successful. I don't have natural talent"? These are all signs of a fixed mindset, a belief that abilities are set in stone. On the other hand, successful people think differently. They have a growth mindset, which means skills can be developed, intelligence can be improved. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. Famous psychologist Dr. Carol Dweck studied this in detail. She found that people with a growth mindset see challenges as opportunities, view effort as the path to mastery, learn from failure instead of fearing it. Here's the truth. Your brain is like a muscle. The more you challenge it, the stronger it gets. If you believe you can improve, you will. If you believe you're stuck, you'll stay stuck. Most people are terrified of failure. They see it as proof they're not good enough, a reason to give up, something to avoid at all costs. But let's flip the script. Failure isn't the opposite of success. It's a requirement for success. Walt Disney was fired for lacking imagination. Oprah was told she wasn't fit for television. Elon Musk was laughed at for trying to build electric cars. Imagine if they had quit. Every failure teaches you something. Every mistake builds experience. Every setback prepares you for the next step. The only way to truly fail is to stop trying. If success had a secret formula, persistence would be the #1 ingredient. Why? Because talent alone is never enough. Most people quit too soon. They try something, face obstacles, and give up before the breakthrough. But every great success story has one thing in common. They kept going when others quit. Think of Thomas Edison. When asked about his 10,000 failed attempts at inventing the light bulb, he said, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the power of persistence. Every failure brings you one step closer to success. Every setback builds mental toughness. Every rejection prepares you for a better opportunity. Success isn't about being perfect, it's about being relentless. If you develop a growth mindset, learn from failures, and stay persistent. Success isn't a matter of if, it's only a matter of when. In the next chapter, we'll dive into another life-changing concept. Stay tuned. Have you ever wondered why people act the way they do? Why do some people lie, cheat, or manipulate? Why do others show kindness, loyalty, and selflessness? The answer lies in human nature, the deeply ingrained instincts and behaviors shaped by evolution. In this chapter, we'll explore evolutionary psychology insights, why people behave the way they do, how to use this knowledge to improve relationships. If you truly understand human nature, you can navigate life smarter, stronger, and more effectively. Let's dive in. For thousands of years, humans have been shaped by survival instincts. Our ancestors lived in dangerous environments. They had to compete for resources, form alliances for protection, detect threats quickly. These survival instincts still influence modern human behavior, even though we no longer live in caves. For example, fear of rejection? It comes from a time when being excluded from a tribe meant certain death. Desire for status? It ensured access to better resources and mates. Tendency to judge quickly? It helped early humans avoid threats before it was too late. Many of our daily thoughts, emotions, and actions are shaped by deep ancient programming. The more we understand these instincts, the better we can control them. If you've ever been frustrated by someone's actions, you're not alone. But here's the truth. People don't always act rationally. They act instinctively. Here are 3 powerful insights into human nature. People are driven by self-interest. Most actions, even kind gestures, often have a self-benefit. People help others to feel good about themselves. They seek approval because social acceptance matters. Even generosity can be a way to build status or influence. Emotions drive decisions, not logic. You might think people make rational choices, but emotions usually come first. Anger leads to irrational reactions. Fear makes people avoid risks, even when the reward is worth it. Love blinds people to red flags. Understand emotions, and you understand behavior. People crave belonging. Humans are wired to seek connection. They follow social norms to fit in. They mimic others to build rapport. They avoid conflict to stay part of a group. If you understand these natural instincts, you can predict behavior and influence outcomes. Now that you know why people act the way they do, how can you use it? Here are 3 powerful strategies. Master the art of persuasion. Speak to emotions, not just logic. Make people feel valued and understood. Use reciprocity. Give first, then ask. Handle conflicts wisely. People are emotional. Don't argue with pure logic. Find common ground. Tribal instincts make people defensive. Use curiosity instead of confrontation. Ask questions instead of attacking. Strengthen personal connections. Show genuine interest. People love talking about themselves. Mirror body language. It builds subconscious trust. Give sincere compliments. Everyone craves validation. The better you understand human nature, the easier it is to navigate relationships, persuade others, and build influence. Understanding human nature isn't just about observing others, it's about understanding yourself too. If you learn to control your instincts, recognize emotional triggers, and master social dynamics, you can elevate every area of your life: career, relationships, and success. In the next chapter, we'll uncover another powerful concept. Stay tuned. What if I told you that your mind is only as strong as your body? Most people separate mental and physical health, but science proves that they are deeply connected. Your brain isn't just floating in space, it's part of your body, affected by what you eat, how you move, and even how you sleep. In this chapter, we'll uncover the neuroscience behind the body-mind connection, how exercise and diet impact cognitive function, biohacking techniques for peak mental and physical performance. Let's dive in. Have you ever noticed that after a workout, you feel sharper, more focused, and even happier? That's not a coincidence. It's neuroscience. Your brain relies on your body to function at its best. Here's how it works. Exercise increases blood flow to the brain. More oxygen taught us better memory, focus, and decision-making. Physical activity boosts neurotransmitters. Dopamine, serotonin, and endorphins reduce stress and enhance mood. A strong body means a resilient mind. People who exercise regularly handle stress better and are less prone to anxiety and depression. Simply put, if you want a sharp, powerful mind, you need a strong, active body. Let's talk about fuel. Imagine pouring low-quality gasoline into a Ferrari. Would you expect it to perform at its best? Of course not. Yet, millions of people fuel their brains with junk food and then wonder why they feel sluggish, distracted, or anxious. Here's the reality. Healthy fats, omega-3s from fish, nuts, and olive oil, improve memory and focus. Leafy greens and berries reduce brain inflammation and slow cognitive decline. Sugary foods and processed junk disrupt brain function, causing brain fog. But it's not just about food. Movement matters too. Studies show that even 20 minutes of exercise can increase mental clarity, improve mood, and motivation, strengthen memory and learning. The takeaway? If you want a high-performance brain, you need to fuel it properly and keep your body moving. Now let's take things to the next level. Biohacking is about using science-backed strategies to optimize your mind and body. Here are 3 powerful techniques you can start today. Cold showers and ice baths boosts dopamine levels by 250%, improving focus and motivation, reduces stress and enhances mental resilience. Intermittent fasting gives your brain a break, triggering autophagy, cell repair, improves mental clarity and prevents brain aging. Morning sunlight exposure resets your circadian rhythm, improving sleep quality, boosts energy, mood, and cognitive function. These small changes can dramatically enhance your mental and physical performance. Your mind and body are not separate. They are one system. If you ignore your physical health, your mental health will suffer. If you fuel your body with junk, your brain will struggle to function. But if you train your body, feed your brain, and optimize your daily habits, you'll experience sharper thinking, better memory, higher energy levels. The choice is simple. Take care of your body, and your mind will reward you. In Lab Work, the next chapter will explore another powerful tool for mental and psychological growth. Stay tuned. What if I told you that some people don't just survive stress, they become stronger because of it? Most people believe that avoiding hardship leads to happiness, but in reality, those who embrace challenges, adapt, and grow stronger are the ones who thrive. This is called anti-fragility, a concept by Nassim Taleb that explains why stress, uncertainty, and even failure can make you stronger. In this chapter, we'll explore what anti-fragility really means, how to thrive under stress and uncertainty, techniques to develop an unstoppable, growth-oriented mindset. Imagine 3 types of people in a crisis. They break under pressure. They withstand pressure, but don't improve. They get stronger because of pressure. A fragile person avoids discomfort, fears failure, and collapses when life gets tough. A resilient person can handle stress, but they don't necessarily grow from it. An anti-fragile person uses stress, setbacks, and uncertainty as fuel for growth. Think about how muscles grow. They break down under stress and rebuild stronger. Your mind works the same way. The more you embrace challenges, the stronger and smarter you become. The world is unpredictable. Markets crash, people betray you, plans fail. But anti-fragile people don't fear uncertainty. They use it to their advantage. Here's how you can do the same. Instead of saying, "This is too hard," say, "This is making me stronger." Take cold showers, do hard workouts, or speak in public. The more discomfort you face, the stronger you become. Every failure is a data point, an opportunity to learn and improve. The key is to stop fearing stress and start using it for growth. How can you train your mind to become anti-fragile? Here are 3 strategies that work. Challenge yourself with hard goals. Do something uncomfortable every day. Push beyond your comfort zone. Don't rely on one source of income. Diversify. Don't depend on one skill. Keep learning. The more options you have, the harder you are to break. When life gets unpredictable, look for hidden advantages. Ask yourself, how can I grow from this? Develop a mindset that adapts, adjusts, and thrives. Anti-fragile people don't fear the storm. They become stronger because of it. If you learn to embrace stress, reframe challenges, and push past fear, you'll develop a mindset that thrives under any condition. The world belongs to those who can adapt, evolve, and grow stronger under pressure.